Alright folks, I'm going to put a flywheel on the big block. Got to pull the tranny out. This thing had a crossover exhaust, so I'm going to remove one side, cut it right here, put me a collar back on it and weld it when it's done. But you can't get the transmission out with the crossover exhaust. This tranny's leaking pretty good too. This car's been sitting quite a while, I guess. But of course it's leaking from the dipstick tube and vacuum modulator. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there's a big chunk of the bell housing missing. Right here. Whole lower section corner is missing on that bell housing. This thing has busted a couple of starters and chewed the flywheel up real good. It's missing whole chunks of the teeth here. But y'all can see that the bell housing is literally missing a whole bunch of it there. I'm gonna have to make a decision on the transmission. But shifter shaft seal's leaking, the pan gasket's leaking. The looks like there's fluid coming from around the pump. Could be seeping up there, but I did wipe it off, so and there's more there today. So she's leaking pretty good all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and get this side of the exhaust off, get the cross member out, bell housing bolts, torque converter bolts, drive shaft. This thing had a 373 12 bolt in it. 396 big block, turbo 400 trans. 67 Chevelle. She has a few floorboard patches. As you can see on the driver's floor pan. Passenger side, right into the light here. Got a couple of patches there. One good sized one. The trunk's been completely replaced. As you can see along that lip there, they replaced the whole pan. They replaced it all the way over into the left rear quarter panel. And it looks like, yep, they came all the way over into this quarter panel with the pan too. They should have replaced that body mount up there. I hope this camera's focusing in. But here's the bottom of the quarters. Looks like that's a lower panel section or something they replaced there, or that could be Bondo. Yeah, that looks like Bondo. But that's what we're doing today. It has a pretty good frame on it. You know, the typical spots where they jack them up, fit them. But there's no major rust in the frame, no major bends in the frame. I could see where the back part here was hit in this corner. At least it looked like it when I was looking at it. But the front part of the frame looked good. The side rails look good. Oh, I know what it was. They had hooked onto it with a hook and pulled it when I was looking at it there. Looks like they did a little yank on it there and messed it up. But otherwise, the rest of the frame's in pretty good shape. I didn't see no wrinkles back here. Control arm bushings were good. Ball joints looks like they've been stressed a little bit. This one's side's original upper, because you can see the rivets. This side's been replaced, as you can see the bolts. That one looks like it's awfully stretched. That one's gonna have to be checked. Looks funky. But these things look funky when they're jacked up anyway in the air. If you can see by the way the tires lean out at the bottom as they come down. It's kind of the way the upper geometry of the upper control arm is. When the tire goes up in there, it cocks that tire out at the top. So, but that's where we're at today. There was a antifreeze leak. Looks like I solved it. It was the petcock was leaking. I snugged it down. That did wonders for that. It looks like it's been leaking for a long time. But just tighten up things and it seals it up. But I'm anxious to see how she runs. But we're gonna have to decide something on that transmission. When I get it out, I'll give them a call. But that's where we're at. All right, I'll come back when I got her on the transmission stand. There's the transmission stand up in the air. That's what I use for pulling my transmissions. Okay, y'all have a good day. We'll come back and look at it when she's hanging.